Chapter 14, Episode 4, Part 2. I decided that I don't want to get used to the feeling of traveling through a transceiver. I've only gone through 2 in my lifetime to this point, but I can't say I have enjoyed the trips I've taken. Well, there was one that led to my first fight with the Maverick, but I wasn't in a good mood to begin with, so I don't think that really counts. When the ride came to an end and I found myself just outside the Maverick Hunter core building, I've dropped my shoulders in disappointment. It's a lot of fun going through one of those things. Once I was ready to move, I made the same mistake I made the first time I came to this place. I looked up at the top of the building. The point reminded me of something I didn't want to remember. A night full of nothing but bad memories. I shivered, taking a deep breath. I forced myself to look in front of me and ignore the feeling that was building up inside of me. Another moment to collect myself, then I started towards the doors. Once I made into the lobby to this MHC, I noticed a couple of things. One, the receptionist that greeted us the first time I came here wasn't there. Instead of the overly excited hick, a young man with short brown hair sat behind the front desk. He engrossed himself in the computer that sat in front of him, so I didn't say anything to him as I passed by to get the elevator. Didn't want distraction from whatever it was he was doing after all. I didn't think that sat well with the guy, because the sad thing I noticed made itself abundantly clear. A large mass of muscle dared call itself a person in security uniform stepped in front of me just in front of the elevator in question. "Where do you think you're going?" he asked, crossing his arms in front of him in a typical manner. I resisted rolling my eyes. "Upstairs?" I said. "I'm due for a meeting with my support team." "Uh-huh," he replied, obviously not believing me. "And I'm trying out for the lead in the next company ballet." I scratched my eyebrows. "Somehow, I don't think you'd have the grace you need to get the part." "Smart mouth, kid." "Thanks. Brain worked pretty well too." I took a step to the side. The meathead stepped in the same direction, cutting me off again. "I don't think you'll get what I'm trying to say," he said. "You're not going anywhere, girly." My eyebrow twitched. He did not just call me girly. "Look," I growled. "I may not look like it, but I have the Maverick Hunter." "Oh? Then let me see your badge." "Badge? I was supposed to get a badge? That was news to me." I started fumbling around, searching through my pockets for something that I knew I didn't have on me. "Uh-huh. Just as I thought. Why don't you turn around and go on home? I'm sure I hear your mommy calling for you." Another twitch. This guy was just asking for a beating. I heard a ding come from just behind the booklet security guard, serving as a taunt to the fact that there was no way I was getting around this monster. "Iris!" Or so I thought. We both turned to see a familiar mask of green and white smile. Mitty, clad in a green button-down shirt, blue jeans, and a white lab coat, briskly walked up to us. I smiled. "My savior!" I cried out. Mitty rolled his eyes. "I'm not sure I want to ask," he said. I think he wanted to laugh. I think I will anyway. "What's going on?" "This jerk won't let me by. I was just on my way to meet with you when Tiny here cut me off." "We're not on a first-name basis, girly," the guard said. I shook my head back in surprise. His name really was Tiny? I felt sorry for him already. No badge, no pass. Simple as that. "See what I mean?" May looked at Tiny. "She's alright. She's with me. Then she won't have a problem showing me her badge." I scratched the back of my head. About that. I didn't get one." Mitty rolled his eyes. "Yeah, you did. It's on your morpher." "It is?" Looked my watch over. "Where?" The green twin rolled his eyes again. He stepped up to me, grabbed my wrist, and pressed the button on the face. The display lit up before projecting a small hologram. A picture of the Maverick Hunter core logo hovered just above the watch, forcing Tiny's eyes to widen and touch. "Alright then," he said, scuffling to the side a bit. "In that case, go right ahead." I rolled my eyes. If only I had known. Mitty, still clenching my wrist, yanked me over to the elevator he'd gotten off of. "What took you so long?" he asked as he pressed the up button. "I was a little tied up," I said, struggling not to giggle my own little joke. A ding signaled the elevator's arrival. The doors opened, and I allowed the two of us to walk in. Mitty dumped the button for the 90th floor, and we began our ascent in the building. Remembering what Dad said the first time we came here, I tucked myself into a corner. Mitty raised an eyebrow as he watched me do this. "What are you doing?" he asked. "Making sure I'm safe," I answered as I crossed my arms. Alphas make for a good ambush spots, I'm told. "We're perfectly safe," Mitty said. "This building is encased in a high power force field. Nothing gets in or out unless it's approved by our operator teams." I shifted a bit. Can't be too safe, you know. Mitty shook his head a bit. A few minutes later, we arrived at the fort in question. At least I think it was a few minutes. I fell asleep on the way up. Mitty nudged me awake. You know, he said with a slight smile, being careful does you no good if you fall asleep. Shut up, Mitty. Without another word, she said green twin grabbed my wrist again and started dragging me down the hallway. I can walk around on my own, people. I don't need to have my hand held everywhere. Just putting that out there. We spent another couple minutes walking toward our destination. I wasn't quite sure where Mitty wanted to take me, but I had the strangest feeling that I was somehow going to enjoy this. Maybe it was the fact that ever since we got out the elevator, Mitty had been beaming with pride. Maybe it was the fact that we were both moving down the hall at a brisk pace. Not really running, but not really walking, and yet not really power walking. Somewhere in between the three, I guess. Maybe it was the fact that Mitty said, "You're gonna love this," over and over again. Love what? You'll see. A moment later, we stopped in front of a white door. I figured it was just leading us to a random door, but that was only because I couldn't tell one door in this place from another. For all I knew, he was leading me to a restroom just to play a prank on me. I was proven wrong when he thumbed the door release and said, "Door slid back," revealing a small laboratory behind it. I scratched my brows as we entered the room. What are we doing here? You'll see. Mitty looked around the room. Techno, you still in here? Yeah, the Predator called out, though neither of us could see him. Next thing we knew, a rather loud explosion rocked the room and, I'm pretty sure, the building too. Techno stumbled out the room that went kerplooey and into the main lab, chugging on thick smoke to pour out the room. Small scorch marks started his lab coat, while his purple hair had been slightly singed in the explosion. Are you alright? I asked, concerned. Techno coughed for another few seconds before answering. I'm fine. Just a small mishap with the buster pistol is all. Alright then, if you're sure. Now then, what was it you wanted to show me? Mitty and Techno looked at one another before wide grins grew on their faces. Techno reached into Mitty's lab coat for something. Mitty twitched slightly and held it in a chuckle, which makes me think Techno might have tickled him a bit. I wonder about this too. A second later, Techno pulled out something I never expected to come from someone wearing a lab coat. A toy mouse. I could feel my eyebrow getting altered at the sight. What's that for? This, Techno said. He turned toward the desk at the front of the room, knelt down and set the mouse on the floor. He took out a small spool of string from his own coat and tied it to the toy's tail. Mitty took a knee next to his twin and turned the key protruding from the toy's back, winding it up. Once he finished, he let it go. The three of us watched the toy slowly run down the room, Techno offering the toy more and more string to make it further without being stopped. A sound came from under the desk. I looked at the desk. Was it a purr? A moment later, my question was answered, and my eyes lit up at the sight. A large cat with green fur and black spots leaped down and captured the toy in its paws. The cat's long tail swayed back and forth as the cat buries its nose in the toy. Techno yanked on the string, pulling the mouse out the cat's paws. The cat watched the toy intensely, waiting for it to move again. When Techno pulled on it again, the cat pounced on the toy again. The little game continued until the cat was close enough for Mitty to pick up and hold in his arms. What do you think? He asked. His smile grew once he noticed the way I was looking at the cat. You guys got me a cat? I asked, finding the urge to let my voice go up a few octaves. Not necessarily. Techno answered the two stood up. We made him for you. Made? Mitty nodded. He's a mechanoid. The cat in his arms hissed at him and batted our paw at his jaw. I let myself giggle a bit. I guess he doesn't like being called that. Guess not, Techno agreed. Wanna hold him? Mitty asked, holding out the cat for me to see. Yes, please, I said excitedly. I took the cat from Mitty's hands and held him in my own. We stared at each other in eyes for a few moments. Techno stood beside his brother and rubbed an arm around his neck as they watched the two of us. Before long, the cat raised a paw, tapped me on the nose a couple of times, and turned back to look at the mouse toy. I smiled and set him down. He ran back to the toy and started playing with it again. It's an experimental support unit we made for you, Mitty said. Curious set in. What does he do? We'll let you figure that out, Techno answered. Thanks. Good to know that my team actually supports me. We call him a threat assessment and neutralization geared oscillate, though if you want to give him a more formal name, you can. I thought about it for a moment. First off, I had no idea that little big guy was an oscillate. That made things cool, since he was mine after all. Threat assessment and neutralization geared oscillate also made for a very strange name. Wait. Tango. That's his name, Mo. Tango, I said. The twins looked at me oddly. That'd be his name. Minnie smiled. I like it. Tango strolled over to me and circled my feet a couple of times. I picked him up and looked him in the eyes. What do you think? I asked him. Do you like that name? He looked at me for a moment before flicking his tongue across the tip of my nose. I kicked her again. I would take that as a yes. So, do you like him? Tango asked. I love him, I said. He reminds me of the cat my brother and I thought memories stopped. Memories started flowing to my mind. Tears started forming in the eyes as they did. I didn't want to think about them. They hurt too much. Minnie placed a hand on my shoulder. Hey, are you alright? I stumbled out of my thoughts. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. The twins traded looks again, this time showing concern with one another. Tango looked like he wanted to say something, but Minnie shook his head. If you say so. I held Tango close to me. He seemed to like me because he nuzzled his hand to my neck. My phone chose a particular moment to remind me that I somehow got back after getting the boot for the day and Mom didn't take it away from me. It rang rather loudly. I fished out my pocket and answered it. Hello? You still alive? A female voice asked. Barely, I answered. Mom tried to kill me when she heard about the fight. I can imagine, Bilky said. I got serious going just for helping you out. Ouch. So what's up? Think you can meet me at the mall in a few minutes? I need some new clothes and I don't feel like shopping alone. Sure. I looked down at the oscillator sitting on my arm. I've got something to show you anyway. See you in a few. Alright then. Bye. Bye. I hung up and noticed the looks the twins were giving me. My best friend. She wants me to meet her at our mall in a little bit. We'll send you, Minnie quickly volunteered. I scratched my temple a bit. I don't think that's a good idea. Don't worry about it. We'll touch you down as well and nobody will see you. That's not what I'm worried about, I said, readjusting my arms to support Tango better. It's this little guy. Don't worry, Tango quipped. As long as you keep him with you, you'll be fine. More than one person can ride a transfer at once safely. Okay then, if you're sure about it, I said worriedly. I wasn't quite as convinced as the twins were. Minnie raced over to a nearby computer and typed in a few commands. Before I knew it, that familiar tingling set in. Apparently, animals, mechanically or otherwise, get the same feeling, because Tango perked up, his ears straining up as much as possible. Get ready, Tango. You're about to go on what I call the best ride of a person's life.